sleep till after 3 o'clock in the morning. I heard that alarm go off at 10:30, but it's just hard to change my hours like that. From the graveyard to normal time. This is a normal time. People are out and about. I think I got 10 or 15 minutes before I'm after the appointment to get there. Before I have to reschedule. After 15 minutes, they make you reschedule. I want to say it's 15. Could be 10. I'm not late that often, so it's not like I keep something like that in my head. But that's the standard. So I didn't get to eat. Can't take my medications. Well, I could take some of the medications. The other ones I have to wait till I eat. Otherwise I get sick. Nausea. Here we go. Getting on the 610 loop. West, is it? I don't know. I-610 or no, 610. It says IH-610. We got some slow pokes up ahead who don't know how to get on the freeway. You're supposed to go zoom zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Like vroom, vroom. Excuse me while I kiss this guy. that spot. I need to get over. Don't make me over. It's too quiet.
3 times. This is what Simply Safe does to keep your home safe. And again, this monitoring is only $15 a month. The other guys charge you $50 and they want you to sign a 2-year contract. Just go to simplysafeusa.com, get a free HD security camera when you order your own system. That's a $100 value right there. Simplysafeusa.com is the website. No offer code needed. That's all you need. Jackson, Michigan. Mike, great to have you on the EIB network. Hello.
Hi, Rush. Long-time listener.
Thank you, sir.
I got a question. Trump keeps saying that China is going to be paying all these tariffs, but the way I understand it is that the importer pays the tariff, and then they pass the cost on to the American consumer. So how is China paying the tariff?
Well, the tariff, the charge is placed on goods that are leaving China.
But China doesn't pay the tariff. The importer pays the tariff, and then they pay those taxes to the U.S. government.
Right, but the tariff means fewer goods going to leave China. Theoretically, China's going to sell less.
Well, that's in the long term, yeah, but in the short term, doesn't that hurt the American companies that have built factories over there? Like Apple, for example?
Well, you can exempt. Apple so far has been exempt from it, and the Chi-Coms want to protect Apple as well. Apple employs way too many people. But the long term is what we're talking about here. This is such a great question. It's such a great point. The short-term concern is how the opponents use this to drum up negative public opinion about it. It's going to hurt the American consumer. It's going to hurt American manufacturing. It's going to hurt the American business sector because this is and at first it might, but the way to deal with this is proper understanding of what is at stake here. This is an imbalance of $500 billion a year that's gone on for decades, and nobody has done anything about it. And you want to talk about the impact to American businesses not being able to sell in China? While their stuff gets in here to compete against American products at much cheaper prices because of this imbalance, it's got to get fixed. And that's just one aspect of it. So opponents can use the short term, say, well, there's the immediate implementation of these tariffs. That's going to have an immediate cost increase, and at first it might. But that's why the tariffs start out at 5%, 10%, then they get elevated to 10 and ultimately 25%. The purpose of the tariff is kind of like having a gigantic defense budget. You hope you don't have to do it. You hope you don't have to implement them to bring other people around. In the case of the Chi-Coms, it's going to take a long time to fix an imbalance that's been in their favor for so many years. But it's unfair right now. You know, talking about the unfairness of the tariffs, the unfairness of the arrangements, the big deal. Stuff that's manufactured in China and exported to the U.S. is much cheaper than American manufactured stuff is on average. And then on the other end of the deal, the Chi-Coms do not allow the importation.
Me did the 26-year-old wouldn't do. And what the 26-year-old did, the 36-year-old wouldn't do. And now, hey man, I'm 48, man. If a woman for to breastfeed in public, and if she don't mind, man, I'm not gonna stand her. I look at that thing totally different, man, as the nourishment for that baby. It wouldn't bother me one bit if she had twins and had both of them out being both babies. It wouldn't bother me. And
That would be unusual.
She could be the most attractive woman. I mean, at that point, man, you know that she's nourishing her child, her children. Now, when I was 16, 20,
Now you know this is a young man.
all off the wall, I saw that.
But why did we do that? It's because of who we are. And as you get older and start realizing that there's a lot more to women than just their sexual capacity, you start making adjustments. You better.
Yes, sir. My oldest daughter just senior in college. And I remember when I was in high
Be
school,
somebody.
before I
Or
went
be
to college,
someone.
man, I used to run the Prairie View and advise these young ladies about how old I was and all that kind of stuff. And man, I did a delivery down there back last year. And you had women walking left. I'm gonna say young ladies walking from left to right, right to left. And man, and you know what? I'm looking. That's how a human nature is to look. And man, and you think about, wow, man, that young lady's back. And then something I get clicked, man. I said, hey man, you got a daughter walking around on a Gallon. You can't go on with that type of mindset no more, man. You gotta evolve.
This motherfucker.
I'm not saying don't appreciate a woman, and I think ladies like to be respectively appreciated.
But you don't want it to get to be to where you don't control yourself. And when you're not controlling yourself, then you objectify them. And they cease being a human being to you. They're just simply an object of your desire. And how can you deal forthrightly with someone who all you want to do is sex them up? That's
Stereo does, but if there's a conflict and if there's something that they need to iron out, which has been the whole problem with this.
Remove it. What kind of doctor would I go to remove it?
It should be pretty darn easy to remove it, and I would see either a general surgeon.
South Beltway eastbound at 45. Ekity London in the 24-hour traffic center. This report is sponsored by Discover Home Equity Loans. Make home improvements or consolidate debt with a home equity loan from Discover Bank and MLS ID 684042. Save with 0 application fees, 0 appraisal fees, and 0 cash due at closing. Learn more at discoverhomeequityloans.com.
9,997. No. Suppose Thomas Edison had given up. 998. But his failures only led him to the next idea. 9,989. Picture Times Square. Dim. Las Vegas dark. Your home black. Picture no electric light. 10,000. Come on. Optimism. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at Values.com.
Rick is really good at snoring. Very good. As soon as he hits the pillow, it's like, that's what it sounds like.
Rick and Robin got Z Quiet for snoring. Listen to their story.
One of the first nights that Rick used to be quiet, my son said the next day, Dad, I didn't even hear you in my room.
And with the Z Quiet, I'm not being kicked and nudged and bumped and, told to be quiet and roll over.
Before the Z Quiet, not getting a restful night's sleep was pretty common for both of us. Waking up the next day, you're groggy, you're tired, you're grumpy, and with Z Quiet, it's a total opposite.
It's been great. Getting a restful night's sleep is great.
Z Quiet works for both men and women. Go to getzquiet.com and enter promo code SAVE to save 20%. That's getzquiet.com, promo code SAVE to save 20%. That's getzquiet.com, promo code SAVE.
Lunch? It's hard. At Hooters new $7.99 lunch plate. It's so easy. Choose from boneless
aren't you?
She did. So her response might have not been what I thought it was. But it coming across the radio, it just sounded a little different, man.
Well, don't forget that that is a woman's power. And when you are no longer, when you're able to control yourself, you take her power away. I remember once I didn't tell these stories, but hey, what the heck, if I don't tell them now, they're going to yell at me. I was, this young lady who I knew expressed an interest in me, and you know, I was kind of, you know, iffy about her, but, you know, I like what George Flynn did with the dog in me, and so I was gonna, you know, pump it up, whatever, and she told me she wanted something from this particular store that she wanted to buy for her. And now she's there in her birthday suit telling me that this is what she wanted before I had a chance to, you know, I used to taste her, you know, her fruit, per se.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, man, you weren't really interested in her. Now she's stirring up this stuff in you, but now she wants you to, you know, buy this thing for her in order to do, you know, this. And I was offended. I really was. And she never put her clothes back on. She just hung around there. And I thought for a minute, well, just go ahead and do it, and, you know, because you're all worked up. And I said, no, I'm not doing this. And
Hey, man.
I left it. I was not going to do that. Because I like me. You're not gonna, I'm not going to turn you into a whore, and you're not going to turn me into a trick. You can't do that. Especially since I wasn't interested in you in the first place. But, you know, once, you know, everything is out and open, it kind of changes your mind some. Because we have those, you know, those urges. But I'm still proud of myself to this very day that I said, no. No.
Yeah. Hey man, sometimes you think about the young ladies you chased and you didn't get them, man, for whatever reason it didn't work out between y'all. You didn't get her like you wanted to. She didn't respond to you, man. You know, as a guy, man, that ego, that pride, you chalk it up as a loss, man. But like I said, I'm 48 years old, man. I'm glad to say some of the losses that I took, it might be a reason I'm a married man with 2 kids because of the losses that I did take.
Yes, sir.
It might have been that blessing that I didn't realize at the time.
Yeah, it may have been that baby you didn't have. But, you know, the thing about it was, I think, maybe I thought now, if I took my clothes off, would I be as, what do you call it, seductive to her as she is to me? And I said, I don't think so. You know, so I'm saying that we let one person, it's like the prostitution. Women don't, you know, some women pay male escorts when they want somebody young and buff, but most women know they can get a man anytime they want. That is their power. All they have to do is, you know, and I'm not going to do that to me.
they know they can get us from that morning when they wake up. It's up to us not to say something stupid or do something stupid and mess it up before it happens.
It's man's word.
The best thing to do is to not let it happen, especially if you happen to be married or if you don't want, if you're not protected from disease and pregnancy and all of that, because anytime you lie with a woman, and believe you me, we supposedly got pregnant the very first time, and they had this song out years ago called The School of Life. Well, The School of Life caught me early, and good Lord, you pay a heck of a price for a little bit of pleasure.
Anyway,
Yes, you do.
yes, you do.
But and I always tell my partners, man, man, you know that's a possibility anytime you lay down with a woman. So if that's not what you might not want in the end, eliminate that possibility, man. You might not want to lay down with that woman.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. And unfortunately, I learned it the hard way. Hey, thanks for your call.
Let me wrap it on up. Mr. Love, man, y'all doing all this breast chatter. Let me chime in on the breastfeed.
I'm listening.
Hey, but I'm not gonna come from the arousal sexual aspect of it. I'm gonna come from the nutrition part of it. Mike, when she saw the lady breastfeeding, hell, if that was me, Mike, I would have just been happy that she was breastfeeding and didn't have a bottle in the baby mouth. See, Mike, when dogs, man's best friend, have puppies, the puppies drink the mama's milk until it's of age. And then it eats solid food. It don't even drink mama milk no more. They can keep that puppy for a year. The mama get pregnant again, have another litter of puppies. But that 1-year-old son of hers, he not going to drink milk when mama have new puppies because he don't need it no more. And that's the same thing with the human body. Mike, we don't even need milk after we are no longer little growing kids because that's what the milk is for, early development. And breast milk compared to formula milk, oh man, it's not even any comparison, from the nutrition factor as far as the healthy cholesterols and fat that the breast milk provides that the formula not even close to. So in a nutshell, Mike, the best milk and the only milk that we as human beings should ever drink, it is the milk from our own mothers. And people, women have the right to nurture their children in public. And, normally they have a little towel or something they cover themselves up with. Don't just be so blatant out in the open. Because a lot of people can't handle it, like the caller earlier. That's understandable. But, have a little tact, a little pride while you're doing it. But I'm all for the breast milk, Mike. I'm all for that.
Well, you're making that good point. And also learn to control yourself and don't let just being a little bit of breast or a little bit of thigh
Guess what that sound is? Body spray. UT building, UT Physicians, Cambridge. No, on the East Road.
No, I don't.